Welcome back to our ongoing series on mean stack application development using Angular and Node.js backend. In the last part of our discussion, we discussed how we can host a simple JSON file as a REST service. So far, our application is using a simple book service where the data is hard-coded. Now we will transform our application by adding the HTTP capabilities. Angular uses an HTTP module which uses RxJS patterns and library to emit the data. And how RxJS differs from regular Ajax or promises is it may get data as a continuous series rather than in one go. So you have an observable which you can subscribe, and that subscription can return you data in small chunks. Now, in this series, I will not be talking in the details of RxJS architecture or pattern or the internal library, for which I have an excellent tutorial created. And here I'll be sharing the link of the tutorial, and I would strongly recommend, if you do not know how to work with RxJS, you pause this video, go to the other video, have a understanding of RxJS and return here. So let us see how we can use RxJS to apply or access our RESTful API data. Currently, I am using a simple API data which is hosted on the same server, and later on we will also be pulling this data using the Node.js backend which is using MongoDB. So let's get started. The first thing we need is to go to our app module and import the necessary Angular module for HTTP, Angular common, HTTP and HTTP client module. And like every other module, we would be including it in our app module in the import section. So we will be adding HTTP client module, and that would be the first step. Next, we will be creating our new service which will be http bookservice.ts, and this TS file code will be similar to what we did in the simple bookservice.ts file. So I would be copying that code for a while to show you the differences. And the first and the most important difference will be we don't need a hard-coded collection of books here. I am getting rid of this hard-coded collection of books here. That's the first thing. And for the time being, I'll be implementing only one of these functions, that is get books. And get books, instead of returning a list of all books, will be returning an observable. An observable is present in RxJS package. I can return a generic observable of book array, or I can return any observable to say I am returning something, but I'm not going to return a book. Rather, I am going to return the response from the HTTP server as an observable. So in order to get that request, we require the HTTP object to be injected here. For that, we will import the Angular common HTTP and take the HTTP client class. And we will be doing a dependency injection of the HTTP client class by telling HTTP client. And here we would be probably getting some data using HTTP.net, which will be coming to. First, we must understand that since my service is taking a dependency injection, my service should be marked injectable. Now, if you notice our previous service, the simple book service, here we never marked it injectable because this service was not dependent on any other service. So a service does not require a special decoration unless that service takes another service as a dependency injection. And since we are taking a dependency injection here, we must mark our service as injectable. course, I want to call it as a HTTP book service. Here we will be needing a base URL, so I can simply give a base URL as /API, and we are going to make a request for book list URL, so I can mark book list URL is base URL /books.json. We will change this URL once we are shifting our service to our real Node.js based REST API server. For now, all I need here is to say this.http.get and pass the URI, which in our case will be booklist URL. And this function, without any further parameter, can return a list of observable. And that is what we will be returning to our component. So we have a getBooks, which is returning a list of observable. So before I can use this service within my components, we need to take the third step, and that is add this service in the providers collection of my app module. So we will go to the providers collection, and alongside simple book service, I am going to add HTTP book service. And that would be the step number 3. So for a quick revision, first step, you would need to import the HTTP client module into your main model, into your main module. Then you will be developing an HTTP book service, which will take the HTTP client as a dependency injection. And because it is taking a dependency injection, the class must be marked injectable. And finally, in the getBooks, we will be making a extremely simple call at this stage, this.http.get the book list. Now it's time that we go to book list component and use this service rather than the book service which we have here. So we can come and remove the old injection by adding private book service is equal to HTTP book service. And now we have HTTP book service. And as you can see, unlike the previous example, now HTTP book service is returning an observable and it is not returning an array of books. So we cannot have a straight assignment here from an observable to a books array. No, you must also understand that the request that we are making to the server will take some time to come. So when your component is initialized at this stage and when you are calling the getBooks function, it will not immediately return the book. How do we grab those books and display it on our page? Now for doing this, we have two separate approaches. One, we will be using in the code file of the component, and other will be using on the template part. So let us understand the two approaches one by one. The first approach is subscribe to the service, and once you get the data, assign it to books list. I must show you at this stage my book client is blank. It's not giving me the result, and let's keep it side by side to see that right now I have no result available. And we'll see how we get the result here. So to get the result, we will say this.bookservice.getBooks, and getBooks returns us an observable, and observable can be subscribed. So we are going to subscribe this observable and expect that it will return me a books, and once it returns me a set of books, I am going to assign it to my books collection. As you can see, we have a list of books So now this data is the 3 books that you can see is present in my JSON service. You should also see that we do not have any cover page displayed because in this JSON service book list, I do not have a cover property, and that is intentional, and we will be looking into it soon. But let us first understand what happens if for some reason I cannot get the server data from the server. Maybe server is down or your URL is not correct. So if I come to the HTTP book service, suppose my API data is not correct. I am going to a wrong URL. You'll see you will not get any page. And if you go to the debug console of your browser, and let me keep this debug console down, you should see that in my debug console, we cannot read the length of undefined because we have a book array, and book array is currently empty. Now if I come here and if I simply create this book array with blank, so if I say this dot books is equal to an empty book, I will not get any error. On this page you can see that we have a status 404, an error that the URL https localhost 3000 APIs book.json is not found. But we have not handled this error anywhere, and that is where we add some more feature to our application. First, we need to see how to handle the error. So let's go to our book service, that is the HTTP book service, and add a pipeline. So let us first understand what we are writing here is get, and after get we are going to subscribe this request to be done at component. So what we are subscribing here in this application is the exact data which we are getting from the service, and assuming that server will have a data to provide and the request will be successful and data will be exactly what I need. But if these preconditions are not met, you can pass the output of this get through a series of commands which we can write in a pipe before finally subscribing to it. For example, one of the simplest service will be I can call an operator called tap. Tap is defined as one of the RxJS operators, so we will come and say import from RxJS operators, and you can see there is a lot. So we can have tap, we can have tech, we can have map, and we can have a RxJS observable. Just like observable returns a list of valid value, throw error throws in case the value is not valid. So let us come here and try to see the potential of this tap and other things. I'm sure if you have gone through my RxJS tutorial, you would know how it works. So we'll come here and say tap, and tap will get the same response which we are getting from the server, and we'll simply say console.log the response here. So that is what tap can do. So tap can display a response which we are getting from the server, and I can say this is the raw response we are getting from the server. We will not be subscribing it twice, so let's remove this subscribe word, which is just a subscription to be done at the component level. And as you can see here, when the server starts, I am getting the message, and right now here it is not getting me a data, rather it is getting me an error thrown. To handle that error, we are going to add another operator, and that is going to be catch error. So we'll say, and we can have as many items in this pipeline as we like. So we can say catch error in case there is an error in the response, and I'll just say console.log error is R. Later on we'll be seeing what this error really means for our purpose. So we can catch an error. Now here we should be in a position to see the error is an HTTP response with a header and a status. So for example, if I just want to print the status here, now when we are making a request, we should be in a position to see that it is failing with 404. But instead of trying to log it here, what I intend to do here is throw it as an error so that this error can reach my component. So we can come here and we can say return throw error, which is an observable, and here I can return the error, which is our whole response object. And in that way, this error message will be sent to the component to handle. If I come here and show you now, when we have thrown this error, we can come to our book list component, and just next to what we do on when the result is success, what to do when we get the result versus what to do on HTTP response errors. And here I can simply say console.log component error is this error. And now you can see you will get the message called component error on your terminal. It will say that this error has reached the component. Here you can do whatever you want to do. For example, I can have a error message here. For example, when we are coming here, I can have a public status is a string, an empty string. And here I may say a status is error and error dot status. Just to show that it is technically possible for us to define a status flag and set this status. Similarly, I can also mark the status in case we got the books right, and we can set the status is equal to total books $books dot. So we can check out in case we have a success or in case we have a failure. In both cases, we can set up an status. And now we will go to our book list component. At the bottom, we were printing the book's length. Here we can simply print the status. So right now you will see that it says that the status is error 404. Now on a production page, instead of showing error 404, you may say, sorry, unable to fetch the details and so on. That is up to you. You can come here, you can say, and now you will be getting this error message, unable to fetch books. Now, if my service does not meet an error, so let's go to the HTTP book service and get rid of the error that we had. You will see one, you get a list of all the books, and you see the status says that we have a total of 3 books, which is really working for us. Now that we have handled the error case and our error is displayed and the success is displayed properly, we still have problem. The data that we are getting from the server does not have the cover page inside it, and that we can handle, that we can check here with the help of this tab where we are checking the raw response. And as you can see, the raw response is essentially an array of 3 books, and each book contains the ID, the ISBN, the pages, the series, titles, but it does not contain any cover, and we want to apply a cover here. How do we do that? For that we will use our map function, and we have a map where we get a response, and remember the response is a collection of books and we need to return back something, and we may return books.map because books is a collection, and in the books.map we have a book, and we will return setting book.cover as assets images books, and I am taking the path from here from my own local assets folder where we have images of books, and each image is a JPEG file with the same name as the ISBN number. So we'll say books and book.isbn.jpg, and then we'll be returning the book object. So now we will be having a book object returned with a cover page applied, and we can use the tab command again to console log a modified response, and will display the modified response again. So you can use tab to inspect the details and map to update the details, and we can use book.map because books is an array. And now when I go back to my service, we see that we have a modified response, and if I expand this modified response here, we still have the ID, votes, tags, but now I also have a assets images books and this .jpeg as the cover and the description. So with this detail we should be in a position to get the, and now the 3 books that we are talking has got a cover, and similarly we can add some release date by doing a similar map, and I can say, so when I do that, you should see that due to pipe all the books are now marked as released in September. Of course, when we go to the real database, we will be getting the right book details. In this session we have successfully connected our Angular application book list page with the data we are obtaining from a REST service using RxJS. In our next session, we would be looking at how to connect it to a real server running on Node.js. We'll catch back in our next session.